you lost the fight. We're here. Top, top. He comes in, boom, takes me down, and I'm into this position. Now, check this out. He's punching my face. I go to defend. From here, here's the hand. So that's around my neck. You can leave it there. Try to go to that neck again. Start working my hips out. I'm going to shoot. There's a gap here. I'm going to try to shoot my knee in. Shoot my knee in. Get my knee there. As this goes here, just like I said before over there, I like to hook this around the neck. Don't leave it here. He's going to get up. He's going to roll out. My best hope from here is he's trying to get up, and I'm trying to go this around the neck and try to splay him so I'm back to here, and then I rip again. Now, this is important. You are in a position to attack that arm. Don't give it up. Like, grab onto it like a pit bull. You got what you wanted. Don't give it up. You worked hard to get it. Don't give it up. Then I'm going to reach back, and I'm going to go for that break. As this happens, I'll drop my hips and I'll put my knee into that glute here and just roll again. And I go back to where we were before. Hand on throat. Control that knee. Step. Slide. Let that break. Lock that in. Push the head. Try to get tight here. Hips out. Throw it. Hook that neck. Knees together. And then I like to rip here. So his arm's going here. I like to rip, pull. Rip, pull. So if I can beat him to the clasp. So sometimes if, maybe it comes and he just literally goes. Maybe if you could beat them to that so they can't clasp. I can beat them to here. Now, what's vulnerable? My face. So I got to get my face out fast. Now this hand, I try to really block that hip. Get that hip if I can. My shoulders roll up. I don't leave it here because it gives them better control of my neck. So I pinch my shoulders up. I get tight here. I start rolling this hand out if I have it, if it's there, and then I'll rip myself out quick. And I pull myself back in quickly. So I get back in, stay tight, boom, and look for that choke. Now, you don't have to go for a rear choke there. If I get myself out, hand to the back of the neck here, could be his jacket, shirt, sweatshirt, so I can get myself into here, and then I can look for here, pull, and start striking. So it doesn't always have to be a rear back attack, like I can pull him down. Maybe he goes and gets me here, I get into my position, I try to get my shoulders back, but now all of a sudden he pulls his hand back, and he wants to start to punch. He wants to punch the face. So from here, he pulls me down, he pulls back. I just try to cover my head for a second, and then push it away, and look to grab the hand. So from here, he's punching the face. I just try to cover, push it away, and use the hand to attack and grab that wrist. And everything kind of, my shoulders go up, and I pull this into that gut, rip, hit area. I like my knee on the glute or my thigh, getting that close. Then I'll put my hand here, and then I'll pull myself out and reattach real close. I can run, or then I can look for my takedown again, or my rear choke from here. There it is. Rip them back, pull the hand out, lock on, or just go all the way if you want to go all the way, right? I would say, for me, a lot of times if I stay here, it's a good control thing for me. Like I can get strong, but then he may, if I get to here and I do that, he may dig his fingers in and look for a shoulder throw. Yeah, and then the shoulder throw is going to be there. So unless I get to here and thrust my hips into him and get his hips away from him, and one way you could do that, by the way, sometimes if I get to here and his hips come out and he's in a strong position, you can take the hand, put into that the back, stay tight, and I thrust my hand into like the coccyx bone, so he gets to there. And I've done that, in full flow. Maybe if someone doesn't even run. So maybe I get to here, I drag across and my hand goes to there. And I'll work it there. And you can do it off of the arm drag, by the way. So like we're latched on, I'm here, I pull the arm across, I step in, I'm gonna take the turn here, but simultaneously I hit turn, and then lock on, go for the rear choke here, or just drop him to his glutes. So yeah, like start to move, yeah, stuff like that. I like to take my knee and get it tight, so really try to move. Now try to get a punch. Yeah, so I come to here, and then I'll go to here, and I'll start working to there. Push out, and then capture.
Do you see where his knee goes when he does this?
Yeah, I do it then. So when they go, when the headlock starts coming, and I get to here, I try not to have a separation. I try to get it tight here, so I get to here. Because when he starts to try to pull me down, I try to lock on here. And now I'll try to get to here and frame. And then to here, I'll use my shoulder and my head, and I'll be kind of peeling the hand. And I start to look up and pull my head out. So I start to get to here. I try to get it long, and then I'm going to shoot my body back in. Get my body back in. And then I get to here. I don't try, when I'm standing up, if I can get to here, I don't disconnect and try to go to the armbar. I just go to here. I just put it into the back because it's really strong for me. And then generally you're not going to choke them out here because if they're strong, they can do this. So if I can pull it off and I just get tight and strong, but most guys like Rick, they're not going to like let me do that. So you could like thoughtfully walk them to the ground, pop, 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 and then look to put my hooks in and look to choke out on the ground. He grabs on here. If he grabs here, you could try to do this. Hand goes up to the jaw. Now, it's sometimes it's the law of diminishing returns. It's a tough position. You're here, he's got structure, two hands clasped, and the fight's on. And it's hard to try to get him back to here. So sometimes from here, if I get onto here, I'm trying to peel this here. And I'm trying to explain. That could be hard, but if that's all you got, that's all you got. So if he comes down here, sometimes you go here, look for that nose, go underneath the nose, and try to break it up to that nose and get yourself out. Hit, circle, and get yourself out. He comes up. Sometimes if he grabs, and now he starts to torque me down. Sometimes he goes to here, try to push that knee down. Now, if I have a pant or something here, just drive that into the ground. Now, if he's going to hold my head here, he's like continuing the headlock on the ground. Control this leg. I'm going to throw my leg over. If I need to, I'll bring it back. Now, I'm not going to like try to lift my head out. I can hurt my neck. He's got a really good grip. I just put my hand on that neck, and I put all my weight forward onto his neck. Because I'm going to tell you, go easy, let go. Trying to lift your head out. I've just seen more injury hurt your neck, and then sometimes he'll be able to roll you. So when he locks on, sometimes I'll post so he can't pull me over, right? So I'll post. This goes onto the neck. Here, I push into here. As that happens, I start to thoughtfully get into my position. I like to be tight as I can, knee close to the head, locked here. As I lock, I push the head down and push my hip in. And then I can go for my turn. I turn my knee here. I try to stay tight. Lock this to that neck. Knees together. Now, this seems to work for me. Like, hey, listen, I'm no expert, but I like my hand deep up to the shoulder or the bicep, and I get a good grip here. I squeeze those knees. I torque that into his neck here. Squeeze my knees, and then all I really need to do is just lift my hips thoughtfully from here. I just like it here. I know a lot of places want your both hands here and lift. I'm sure that works just as well. But if I can get to here, I like to use this as leverage for me. Grab here, kind of get that thumb pointing up, tight to my chest, and squeeze. Just lift up my hips and drive my heels down into the ground. But more importantly, where I think people go wrong is this leg, is you gotta really engage this leg. sometimes I'll like hook it into the neck. I'll try to hook it down, because if I don't have this steady, it's gonna just lift his head and just roll right up. It's gonna roll it right up. Just like take me over. I can come headlock. If they're ripping me super hard, now if I'm way behind here, sometimes they don't have enough time to try to get over here for a sweep on me. So he's going to try to bring me down hard. Maybe I'll post because he's trying to torque me to the ground. So as this happens, I'll drop my hips and I'll put my knee into that glute here and just roll again. And I go back to where we were before. Hand on throat. Control that knee. Step. Slide. Let that break. Lock that in. Push the head. Try to get tight here. Hips out. Throw it. Hook that neck. Knees together. And then I like to rip here. So his arm's going here. I like to rip, pull. Rip, pull. Rip, pull. Not just come down, because look at, there's nothing. So I see it here. His thumb is going that way. His thumb's going that way. I need his thumb up. So if I can get to here, rip it over and squeeze and get his hip up. He grabs and he starts to pull me. If I can track with him here, I can track and try to get to either my hand on his knee, or sometimes if I get down and start to hook inside thigh. So it would look like this. And then I roll, and I go back to the same drill. Knee in, tight, hand on face, lock, hips in, same armbar. There it is. Boom. Now, maybe I'm like, hey, bop, 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 and then maybe the punch comes, boom, like the fight's on, and then he goes for the headlock, and he just like rips me down. He rips me. He rips me down, and then I'm here. So you lost. Now what's he gonna do? Goes for the punch to the face, bop, bop, bop. So you try to do the same thing as I'm standing. Defend the head, lock here. Now from here, I'm trying to take away him punching the face here. So from here, he's obviously going to try to hold on tight here. And from here, I'm just thoughtfully trying to get my knee out if I can. And then I'll be looking for my back attack from here. So again, you lost the fight. We're here. Pop, pop. He comes in, boom. Throw it, takes me down, and I'm into this position. Now, check this out. He's punching my face. I go to defend. From here, here's the hand. So that's around my neck. You can leave it there. Try to go to that neck again. Start working my hips out. I'm going to shoot. There's a gap here. I'm going to try to shoot my knee in. Shoot my knee in. Get my knee there. As this goes here, just like I said before over there, I like to hook this around the neck. Don't leave it here. He's going to get up. He's going to roll out. My best hope from here is that he's trying to get up, and I'm trying to go this around the neck and try to splay him so I'm back to here, and then I rip again. Now, this is important. You are in a position to attack that arm. Don't give it up. Like, grab onto it like a pit bull. You got what you wanted. Don't give it up. You worked hard to get it. Don't give it up. Then I'm going to reach back, and I'm going to go for that break. He gets me in that headlock. Bad place to be. I posture here. I post here. Now, the punches are coming, obviously. Try to do your best to defend. If I had to try, I could go back to here to try to lock in. He's going to try to do whatever he can do from here, and then I'm just going to work here. Posture out. I'm going to take that arm out, hand up. I got to move fast because he's going to he's going to go right into that face. So I'm going to try to go quickly. Create your hand, throw, up, hug, break.